Hello, everyone. Welcome to Harv's World, where we are back on Elmcreek. And I'm filling up with lime. We're going to help Sharko get a new field set up, at least to get us started. But first, I wanted to come over here and make sure that all of the doors on my greenhouses are wide open. Why, you may ask? Inside joke. But they need to be wide open at all times. Apparently, greenhouses produce much, much more if the doors are wide open. Anyway, that is not true, by the way. There's no gameplay difference to having the doors open or closed. So I just had to do that for the sake of somebody out there. Anyhow, we've got Lifehawk, Graham Pierce, Bradley Powell, Chris Quisenberry, Eric Kuntz, Wet Coaster, Mr. Corbin, Kevin, Martin Salinas, FT Modding. How is everybody doing this weekend? You guys having a good weekend? I know the weather's not making for a very good weekend, but maybe you're lucky enough to stay indoors, not have to worry about all that bloody snow out there. Hello, James. How are you? What? And of course, I am here with Caveman and Sharko. They're already over at Sharko's farm. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Caveman was telling us an interesting story before the stream. You want to share that with everybody, Caveman?
So a friend of mine, his house got hit by a car the other night. Everybody's okay, but the police report for it is what's kind of funny. Guy was under the influence and had apparently lost his car, so he stole one to go search for his, and ended up turning down the train tracks instead of the road, because where they run parallel, and the car died on the tracks. He got out of it and ran. Train came by and hit it and threw it into my friend's house.
Wow. That's still just amazing.
Very interesting story.
That's like 1 in a million.
I say that's even a lower number.
Yeah, you're probably
Yeah, I
right.
think the odds are even less than 1 in a million. I really do.
Hashtag BSC. We've got one of those out there already. David Smith, good to see you, man. Glad to have you with us. Mostly sunny and 46 degrees Fahrenheit, or 8 degrees Celsius. That's not bad. Oh, Sharko jumped right in.
Oh yeah, Sharker's been on a roll.
And look what we discovered when we came over to Sharko's farm today. You guys see that pillar standing out there? Some kind of weird map glitch. None of us did this, by the way. I just came in and drove over here and said, Sharko, you've got a big spiky thing where you want to put your field. And, oh yes, I was delivering a lime so that we could get his field limed up. There we go. What's that tractor
A few extra
sink?
passes.
This is our new lime auger wagon, by the way. I just bought this. We needed a better way to get lime around, even though all three of us have a stone crusher now. We really needed to be able to move or have access, because so here's the thing with each of us having our own stone crusher, we can't fill up from each other's stone crushers. You can't take product from somebody else's factory. So now we've got this lime auger, we can just load it up and haul it around, and everybody can use lime as much as they need where they need. So a bit of a necessary piece of equipment.
Yes, it is.
And this is the Stara auger wagon from Iconic Modding.
Iconic upgrades.
Iconic Upgrades.
Yeah, it's upgrades.
Very nice. Bradley has a problem where he tried to start on New Farmer and he doesn't have a house, so he can't sleep. Caveman was helping him with that in Discord I saw earlier. I don't know why that would be.
Well, he said he's done all the usual troubleshooting stuff and it's still done that. I'm thinking it's just a glitch or something. It's got to be.
Now, we're not planting anything in this yet, right, Sharko?
Nope.
Okay.
They do have to run through all the extra bits to collect all the extra rocks.
Yeah, yeah. Kyle, how you doing, bud? Game won't let Graham in the shop to buy equipment. Exactly, James. It's on Sharko's farm, so it has to be a BSC of some kind. We just don't know what yet. But it's certainly funky. Funky.
Game won't let him buy equipment. That's also a weird one. Did it happen after you installed a mod or something?
Oh.
Because
Go ahead.
I say that because I do know that some mods that were on Mod Hub that have been removed were removed because they were breaking the game in that ways and crashes and all sorts of other things, and it's not the modder's fault, it's something on Giant's end, and the patch 1.3 is supposed to fix that. I just don't know when that patch is going to be out.
Yeah, they've announced that it's coming, but they haven't said specifically when yet, so...
Yeah, they said like next couple weeks or something like that, I think.
That strange glitch, could that be like a beam down from the mothership trying to bring Sharko back home? Maybe.
Possibly.
I guess,
Possibly.
yeah.
Wet Coaster, somebody pushed up that sugarcane. Yeah, Caveman has neatened up his sugarcane pile. He did place a sugar factory last stream and has slowly been moving sugarcane into the sugar factory. In fact, I bought the first 5 pallets of sugar off of him to run in my dairy.
You bought the first 6.
And it's not store delivery. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what could be happening where the game won't let you into the shop.
The issue where it says there's no room for the item to be placed or something, it can be caused by a couple of different things. I know in 19, it was a common mod conflict that would cause that. And I don't remember the exact mods, but I do remember that was a mod conflict. And it's also if the modder or Giants didn't get the size of the vehicle coded in properly of how much space the vehicle actually takes up, that it would do that as well. Because if there's nothing there, it just assumes size, and it always assumes way larger.
Are you done, Sharko?
Check the map, there's a bit around the outskirts. You guys can start liming.
Lime, Caveman. Lime like the wind. Oh yeah, we have to monitor Sharko. It's an absolute necessity. That road's going to be well limed. And I love the width on that. I wish it had a bigger tank, but I love the width on that lime spreader.
If it had a bigger tank,
I wouldn't be able to move it.
Yeah.
Michael Villafana, how are you doing, bud? Good to see you again from North Texas.
Yep, I am now done.
Well, it looks like you're gonna be sufficiently. We're not planting anything on this, right?
No, not yet.
How do you
Not until next
how do
spring.
you
Actually,
change the width of this thing?
Can you change the width on that thing?
You're supposed to be able to. I just don't remember how to do it.
actually, I guess I could plant soybeans.
Maybe not.
Soybeans or corn.
It's up to you. You're running the oil factory, so I thought you were holding this for canola.
Sunflower, but sunflower's next year. If I can plant
Hold up, caveman.
soybeans now and get it out.
Just don't completely fill up because we're gonna have to dump that out. How much?
Like 300 liters.
That's plenty.
You think that's plenty?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I got like 3,000 liters of rocks off that field.
Hey Michael, thank you so much for subscribing, man. Good to have you with us.
Yeah, you were right. That was more than enough. Way more than enough.
Just burn it out so you can fill, so we don't have crap sitting around. It's not gonna hurt
We
anything.
have a lot of lime. I was gonna say I don't think we have a lack of lime.
We've got the better part of 400,000 liters of lime sitting around in our facilities now, so.
Okay, it's burn out. Now you want me to fill it back up with fertilizer?
Yeah, and you might as well just throw a coat on that field.
Yeah.
And then I think we're done for today. I don't think we've got anything else left to do over here.
I'll quickly plant. I mean, I don't think it'll take long, but shoot. What do you think makes more money, corn or soybeans?
Soybean.
Probably soybeans.
And then I'll plant soybeans.
$55 degrees for Michael in Texas. It's probably about that here. And somebody still has a field roller laying out in this field over here.
Cargo.
Oh, I forgot to
Sharko. Rob, how you doing, man? Good to see ya.
Wow, soybeans are already selected in the planter.
No, how convenient is that?
It is very convenient.
I'm gonna run over to Caveman's farm real quick so people can see his sugarcane pile.
Okay.
And I'm cutting through everybody's field. Somebody in the Discord not too long ago was saying that they feel like Elmcreek is bigger than Ravenport was, and that there was no field that compares to Field 8 on Ravenport. I would have them look at Field 70 right here. I think this is real close to what Field 8 was like on Ravenport.
Wow, Sharko, you didn't even let me get a full coat of fertilizer before you started.
Yeah, you can go over it. They already had fertilizer on it, so. Or it was already with stage 1 of fertilizing, so it didn't need a second coat.
Oh.
It would have taken the second coat and been done though.
No, I mean like when I plowed it, it already had one level of fertilizer.
I guess we could have mowed it off first too, and you could have got the grass off of it.
Well, I guess I could have, yeah.
Too late now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at that. The newest member of the Green Machine, Graham Pierce. Thank you so much, Graham. Thank you very, very much for joining up. I appreciate that immensely. This is caveman's still pile of sugar cane. Look at that craziness. And how much of that have you moved so far, caveman, do you figure?
A little over 400,000 liters.
You've moved 400,000?
A little over, yes.
Wow. So you've got 8 or 900,000 liters off that field.
Yes.
Wow.
By my calculations, it should be just shy of 1,000,000 liters that was on that field.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And that's going to have to come off again. You're never going to process all of that sugar cane before we have to do it again.
You have to buy like 4 more sugar mills.
And
Well,
how much
also,
money have you
too-
made?
From what?
Um, how much money have you made on your sugar?
Give me a second. I don't remember what you paid me for that. I honestly don't remember what you paid me for the sugar.
All right. Graham, I saw you join as a member. Very much appreciate that. If you look in the video description down below, look for my Discord, because there's a couple Discord links in there. One is for Beck's Mods, but the one you want is my Discord. Click on that, join my Discord server, and then you will need to, if you want access to things like the dedicated server, you will need to click on the thing for the thing. Oh, you'll need to link your YouTube account with your Discord account so that Discord can recognize you as a member of Harv's World. I don't know where I'm going to put this. Oh, and we forgot to adjust our time again. Adjusting time today is going to be kind of impotent.
Done
Yes.
planting.
Okay. Bradley, what are you trying to use a backup to overwrite the one where the house didn't show up? Or are you trying to use the backup to overwrite where you messed up a save?
So we put in this bunker silo from Beck's Modding. It's a brilliant thing. It's got glass walls. I love it. But we've had a little bit of a hiccup in multiplayer. And it says it's still fermenting, but it's 100%, and we can't open it. And it was behaving oddly before, like it didn't show any fermenting percentage at all. And it just like immediately switched from 0 to 100%. And I don't know if it's a multiplayer hiccup. They're still fantastic bunker silos, and I will continue to use it. I just don't know what happened there. So we're going to give it some more time. See, if something did happen, I suspect it's because it's my bunker silo, but Caveman put the cover on it. So it could be some kind of a multiplayer hiccup in that. We'll get it sorted out though.
I'm honestly thinking it just takes longer to ferment because there's more in there than there is in a bale. I'm thinking the fermenting time's based off of the amount.
Yeah, but it says it's 100%, so that's what I don't quite understand.
Yeah, that's also weird.
I once clicked on the thing by the thing and the guys in white coats showed up. That doesn't surprise me. Not at all. Got a bunch of rain in eastern PA. The snow's all gone. Are you getting flash flooding? You guys had so much snow over there. That's one problem when it rains after a heavy snowfall is flash flooding is a real concern.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys.
Especially when
Oh, go ahead, Sharko.
I was gonna say, especially when it's like freezing rain or whatever, or just below zero, so the ice doesn't melt, and all that water sits on top of the like lakes and creeks and all that.
Right. Did that field get rolled after you planted it?
No.
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going over there for nothing. Because you both are headed toward my farm, and I'm headed for Sharko again.
Oh, I was putting your the plow back. So
No, I appreciate that.
I'm taking the fertilizer spreader back. I have tried to open it. It does not give me the trigger to open it. I've even walked down through there just spamming the button that should open it, and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Bradley, you can try it, but I can't guarantee it's gonna work. I mean, if the save backup has the map there, then it should. But if it's a glitch on Giant's end, it could be something that you just can't fix simply. You might just have to, try it, start another new one.
Harv, where do you put your rock collector?
Right beside the plow.
Yep.
Okay.
Graham, the one for Beck's modding is clearly labeled. And then you'll have to read through the description to see which one is mine. Unless somebody wants to throw a link up to the Discord in chat. I can't read the description right now. I'm not actually viewing the stream. But I thought it was fairly straightforward.
Give me a second. I can post it in chat.
David, that bunker comes from Beck's Modding. She has a Discord server called The Office. The link to her Discord server is in the video description down below. She only puts her mods up on her Discord server. That's the only place you can get them. Once you join her Discord, there is a 24-hour cooldown before you're permitted to download her mods.
Yep.
That should be the right Discord link.
Yeah, just make sure that it's one that is always available and doesn't have...
It's the one in the thing.
Oh, okay, thank you.
The description.
that alien artifact next to your field is hilarious.
The aliens come back for me.
They have. So rolling this field is all that should be left to do, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Quick.
You plowed it, so there should be no weeds.
Quick map check.
Map
Is
check.
there anything else to do on the map right now?
Every single field's growing.
Looks like grass harvest.
Yeah, but all of our grasses, we need to go to June for a full grass harvest, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
At least for my grass.
The channels in her Discord, David, are pretty clearly labeled for FS19 and FS22. Maybe she's unlocked her mods for FS19 and you have the cooldown period for FS22 so far. Or still. I don't know. You could always ask somebody in the Beck's Discord. I've never met a dissatisfied customer when it comes to Beck's mods. Everybody always seems to enjoy using the heck out of them, and I know how passionate she is about her mods. She is a fiery woman, that Bex. She really is. She's very picky about making sure that her mods are the best quality, and she's very protective of them. If you ever find a Bex mod on a site other than her Discord, she would probably be grateful if you let her know, because she's had trouble with people stealing her mods in the past. That's why you can only get them on her Discord now.
I play.
I play. How are you doing?
Play.
So there is one thing we should have done to get 100% off this field, but
Mulched it.
What's
is mulched it, yeah.
We didn't run the mulchers.
Yeah, we didn't run the mulchers. It'd be
No
okay.
big deal. It's 2% off a small field.
You might
Which
get
is-
10,000 liters of soybeans off of this, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big maybe.
Yeah, I don't know how many acres it is, 'cause it won't tell me. It's definitely not 8 acres.
No, it might be 2 if you're lucky, and I think that's
Yeah.
optimistic. 1.5 maybe.
I'd say it's the
Yeah,
same size as my
relatively
smaller
small.
fields. How big are they?
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Yes. I'd say it's about, yeah, about an acre, maybe acre and a half.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. Because my small fields are about, the original field are about half an acre each, but they've been expanded by quite a bit.
See, even Bradley thinks that that alien artifact is ET coming down.
Is it coming down, or is it coming out of the ground?
Did you ever see the movie The Last Starfighter?
Never
I
heard
have
of it.
not.
This is a really old 80s movie. But the basic premise is that there's a video game called, I think the video game is actually called The Last Starfighter. But what it really was a recruiting tool from an alien species looking for starfighter pilots. And of course, there's some kid that is just amazing at playing this game, of course. And he gets recruited to be an actual starfighter pilot by this alien race. So maybe that's what's happening here.
They love my driving skills.
You've been playing so many space games that you've caught the attention of an alien
Oh
race, and they're coming to get you.
no. Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, look at the way this guy plays space games. He could surely build us a rocket, a spaceship that would travel to the outer reaches. And
Yeah, I don't know if I would trust that. I'd do it. I'm not sure I trust it though.
Well, I can tell you for sure that if you built it, I would never try to fly it.
It's going to always head towards water.
The name
Yeah,
of
that
the
would be
game
good
is
though
just
for a planet.
Starfighter. Okay.
So maybe that's a good thing. We'll find a planet with like water on it.
All right, let me
The rocket will always head towards those planets.
Let me see how bad I've botched up the rolling on the. If you watched my Friday stream, my impromptu, oh my gosh, it was. I did I did a herbicide contract. It just looked like a tic-tac-toe board when I was done. It was awful. I got it done, but it wasn't pretty. That's for sure.
The Starfighter is based on a DeLorean.
Oh, I forgot. If I want a lot of information about a movie, I can always count on Lifehawk to have like tons of details about just, he's got so much movie trivia knowledge. I thought I did. He puts me to shame.
Well, I can throw things now apparently.
Well, that's a start. I got one more spot, and then this field is complete.
Go.
So I'm kind of getting the feeling that once this is done, we're probably going to move to next month. Is that what we're considering at this point?
I think so.
I think that's my spot right there.
Then we'll do some grass because my sheep are getting low on food.
Wait, what?
I seriously
Yes, they
doubt
are.
that.
Well, okay. I don't have any back. I'm moving the bales now, but they are getting. They've gone through quite a bit of their bales.
Finding planets with water on them is a useful skill. That's absolutely true.
Oh, they're not starving to death. He's still got
I'm
plenty
not
of food.
starving, but I do need more grass bales.
Hey, Matthew Albert, how you doing, bud? Good to have you with us today. Finding planets with water on them is it is a useful skill. Will Wheaton and Robin Williams, huh? Unfortunately, Robin Williams edited himself out of living. Sharko, I'm dropping your roller next to this wall over here.
Yeah, I don't really have a spot for it, so
You're not that low on sheep feed.
I moved it. They only had one bale at each one, so I
Oh.
moved it.
Still plenty of feed.
Right?
Yeah, it'll be gone by the time next harvest comes.
No, it won't.
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. There wasn't an off the grid yesterday. I do apologize for that. I have not exactly been feeling well, and I'm still trying to fight that off. So it's 50-50 about Hope Baylor on this week. I got to be honest with you. Sometimes life happens, and you know, I mean, you could probably even tell during this stream I'm really not up to par today, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Okay, good, Graham.
Yeah.
Did he get in? Can you see Discord at
I was
all?
gonna say, I did pull it up and I did see someone with a very similar name join, so I'm gonna assume
Excellent.
it's them.
Yeah, now you just need to, I mean, if you want access to the dedicated server and whatnot, just make sure you link in Discord. You have to go in and link your YouTube account to Discord. We bought tickets for that movie and then snuck into Red Dawn instead. The 80s version of Red Dawn was pretty good. I loved it. Robert Feltz, how are you doing? What's up with the repair costs? Same vehicle with exact bar level will cost $4,000 one time. Yeah, I hope that they're working on the repair costs because they are outrageous. Absolutely outrageous.
And they are unstable.
Yep. Okay. I am back at my farm. And I guess we're going to advance to June. Because we got jack all to do in May. This is one problem with seasons sometimes. And you guys don't really want to watch us do a bunch of goofy contracts, right? I mean, we're happy to earn the money. But
Yeah, we'll do contracts.
I'm kind of under the impression that contracts aren't really something people want to see. So we'll give everybody a chance. Answer that question. Feel free to answer that question. Do you want to watch us do contracts? I mean, it's not like we've got many available right now, at least none that I've seen.
Oh, there's 2 spraying contracts available.
There is.
You know, I kind of figure people want to see us working on our own farms, not somebody else's farm. But that's me. That's a good point, Eric. Wolverines. That's right. See, Rob doesn't want to watch us do contracts. Rob hates contracts. Fair enough, Rob?
I'll make sure all my doors are open on my greenhouses.
iPlay is here to see us, so whatever we want to do. I mean, I did grab a fertilizing contract before the stream started. Kevin says no contracts. We've got 2 no contracts and 1 doesn't care.
You mean
People
more
with
like
really
it's
hate contracts.
yeah.
So I guess I'll put the fertilizer spreader away. Has anybody found a mod yet that has mowers that you can attach together? So they're butterfly mowers, but the front part you can hook directly onto the butterfly portion. Anybody seen one of those yet? Because I am desperately looking for it.
That makes hay so much nicer.
Anybody comes across a butterfly mower with the front attachment ability to attach it into one piece, please by all means let me know. And I think the general answer is people don't really want to watch us do contracts. That's what I expected. So we're going to move on to tomorrow to June. And we'll get up extra early in the morning. Go find wildlife to look at.
Do that for 2 hours.
Yes. Then we need a binoculars mod, you know, so we could duck down behind a bush and and spot the wildlife.
Oh, someone planted cotton.
Oh,
And that'd be a big
I can open the silo now, guys.
Oh,
So it was just a little bit of a hiccup. The silo is cracked wide open. Hallelujah.
And did it go from fermenting to fermented?
I didn't even look. I just saw that we had the open silo ticked over, and that was enough for me. And this is my personal MO for just cracking a bunker completely open. Come in with a bucket.
there's a manure sprayer on sale, Harv.
I don't have any manure yet. I'm not making manure yet. I'm not even collecting it yet.
There's also a Landini for sale.
I wonder where that came from.
No, it's not my Landini.
Well, all the crops are looking good. My 2 sorghum fields look good. My wheat fields look good.
My fields look good. Other than the fact that 58's full of weeds.
Adult deer with big antlers. Oh, that's a load off. That was 300,000 liters of silage. I was worried about deleting. I should have known that it was just a timing issue. Bex would never release a mod that wasn't up to snuff. I wasn't doubting her. I was actually doubting the game. I didn't know how the multiplayer was handling it. So, no offense
We
to
have
you,
known
Bex.
that other mods have had issues with not the modder. It was the game. So.
Okay.
Are you ready to start unloading that now, or?
Probably not. But right now, the only
Okay.
thing we have to do is grass work. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who's got grass they need mowed?
I do.
I do. We all do.
Who's got the most grass that needs to be mowed? Let's do the biggest first. Probably Sharko.
Yeah, because I still have that big field.
And I've got a good amount of grass too, but we can worry about that later because I
Yours
need to
is
empty my
70.
bunker again
Oh yeah.
before I can put that in.
That grass field that you put your cows in, you still harvesting that, or are you just gonna leave that?
Oh, I'll be harvesting it from time to time, just not nearly as much as we have in the past. It depends. I need to consider a silo because I'm gonna have to have somewhere to store all this silage now that I'm just making it loose.
Yeah. I think it is time you get a silo.
Too bad we can't use root crop tops for animal feed. I agree. I agree, Eric.
That would be cool, yeah.
That would be.
That bucket tip is a pro tip. That is a pro tip. That comes from years of practice and experience. Or just figuring there's got to be a better way. Crap, I was headed. Well, I'm at Caveman's farm, so we're going to start there.
Oh, and I was almost at Sharko's farm.
Oops. My apologies.
I'll turn around.
Well, I just running my mouth and doing the Harv thing, and all of a sudden I was at your farm.
Well, at least you didn't end up on another map.
So good.
That's a very real possibility.
Yeah.
Just start chit-chatting, all of a sudden, why am I on Erlengrad?
Why am I on Frankenmuth?
Ooh. Fresh carrots.
Farmer
Sounds like
Graham,
a
very
good
very
plan.
nice. Good account name. Oh, and I was looking at the Wild West map by Kaz64 the other day. And exactly what we would expect from Kaz. He's got loads of crops on there. Very interesting stuff. Very
Is there
interesting.
production added stuff or no?
There is productions added, such as moonshine production,
Ooh.
amongst others that I don't recall off the top of my head. But you remember moonshine production on Island Life?
Yeah.
Well, it's back. If you end up on Goldcrest, stay there. Yeah, too bad you can't officially ride the train straight through to all those cities.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
That would be.
There you go,
Oh.
Rob. There's your wildlife right there. Deers. Eating grass, trying to not get run over by a baler.
You know what'd be really cool is a massive scaled down version of like the US and Europe. That you'd actually have like all the towns and everything. That
Kind
need to be what, like a 64 times map, 100 or 128 times map?
of like a railroad tycoon style where you can go from one city to the next to the next.
Yeah.
Or I know you're thinking ATS really.
ATS is what I was more thinking, but I mean railroads is very similar though.
I was
That's-
thinking kind of like SnowRunner.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right, Eric. Popcorn
Yeah.
Pete or whatever his name. I don't remember his name either.
That's not the right button. That's the right button.
That's not right.
No, I thought this was an auto load, so I was hitting R. That's not the load button.
You know, and I realized something.
What's that?
Well, if we wanted to square bale grass, it's not nearly as bad because somebody would just be behind us with a roller or with a wrapper. I mean, yes, it's better that we can get it all in one fell swoop, but The fact that we've
I'm sitting
got
here. Yeah.
multiple people who could, with multiple jobs to do. It's not like, you're creating 50 bales and then you have to go back and wrap them. Somebody's wrapping them as they're getting baled. So
Mhm.
it's not the worst thing. Oh, iPlay got a job, a popcorn set, and that's the guy. iPlay has a jar. No, Robert. Um, Island Life was one of the maps from CAS 64 that we streamed on. The one you're thinking of is Pirates Bay or Pineapple Bay. The map was actually called Pineapple Bay. I called it Pirates Bay.
And Atomic. In 22, none of the mowers can attach the small mower to the butterfly mower.
No, and we started out that way, Atomic. And welcome to the stream, by the way. You can just put the front mower on and then pull the baler behind you, and that's exactly how we started doing this. But we have gotten so big, or had gotten, we're starting to downsize our grass now, but we had gotten so big that doing it as separate jobs became more optimal. Although the baler is out now that has the windrower built into it, that's why I'm asking. If you guys see a butterfly mower that will just hook everything together, let me know, because if I could get one of those, I could use that baler with the windrower behind it, and that would really speed up our grass mowing.
Mm-hmm.
Because then we can mow and bale at the same time, and then somebody can come back around with the wrapper. That would simplify grasswork life in a big way. In my incredibly humble opinion. But to be perfectly honest, we are all pretty sick of grass work. We have done so much of it in so many different places. Oh, well, thank you, Robert. I enjoyed that playthrough on Island Life. Or on, not Island Life, on Pirates Bay. That was a fun storyline. I don't think I've ever quite come up with anything to match it. Even though I know a lot of folks might argue for off the grid. But I don't even think the off the grid storyline is quite up to what Pineapple Bay was. That's just for me though.
You are your own worst critic.
You can say that again. How hard am I on myself, caveman?
Harder than trying to nail a screw into a piece of concrete.
Yeah.
With a 2x4 as a hammer.
You heard it from the horse's mouth, people. Ooh.
Yeah, Atomic. You can't do that in 19, but 22, you can't do that, sadly.
Yep, that mod has not come over yet. I wish.
It wasn't a mod. Base game could let you do that too.
Oh, would it?
Yeah, there was a base game when you could attach, like the one I think you're using, or it looked very similar to the one you were using. You could do it. It just didn't have a windrow.
I think it was the base game Pottinger.
Yeah. They let you attach to the front of them, but they didn't have windrows, so you need a windrower behind it.
Yeah, but that's why it doesn't matter as long as it does it, because you have the baler with the windrower built into it, and the windrower on that baler is very wide. Oh, I agree, Eddie. I'm just not terribly fond of that Elho or whatever baler or mower it is. I mean, it would be good in a pinch, but that mower is also much narrower than the actual windrower on that baler, so I'm just trying to maximize my efforts. Because I'm lazy that way sometimes.
Yeah, because we can, what? We have 10-meter one?
Yeah, 10 meter.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
that's 7.
Yeah, the Elho or whatever mower that is like 7.5, which isn't
Yeah.
terrible. That's right, Robert. That's right. What was there not to like? Had a girlfriend, got in trouble with the cops, and made booze. That's brilliant. That's the that'd be the perfect tagline. I'm gonna sell this story to Hollywood. What's it about? Well, I'm a farmer with a girlfriend that makes booze, gets in trouble with the cops, and gets banned from the island for a year because I was breaking the fertilizer laws. I was producing fertilizer on an island where fertilizer was not allowed.
That would be something you should try to sell to Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
A modded 24.2 meter Elho mower.
I hope he would.
Okay,
He's mowed all of, I think, off the grid. Or not the grid, No Man's Land.
what about No Man? Oh, yeah. Yeah,
He's
but
mowed all of that, so...
is it an Elho mower that looks 24 meters wide, or is it a standard base game mower that just has a 24 meter wide swath? Or did somebody just take the model in and stretch it extra wide? Kinda atomic. Eric, I have not done any type of corn drying or anhydrous ammonia or any of the maps like that yet. I should probably get into those one of these days. I just have not yet. Not yet. Yeah, it's standard with the invisible laser. Yeah. So it's a modded one that has the a widened swath, but is magically cutting far beyond its width.
So, yeah, he's right. It's using lasers to cut the grass.
All I wanted was a mower with some frickin' lasers on it.
You know, that would be kind of a cool mod. Just a big old laser that attaches to the tractor.
Well, you know, if you could get these lines that are on GPS that like to shoot out to either side and give them a little bit of a glow,
Oh,
you could pull that off. Where are you going with your with your conveyor?
I keep getting stuck up here in this corner with the grass. I'm using the conveyor to get it out of there.
Oh, you mean just to move the grass out of there?
Yes.
Okay.
want help, caveman?
I've got it.
And it mows at 32 kilometers per hour.
That's fast.
Hey, you better be doing like a whole 1x map if you're going to run that fast and that wide. I don't think the fields that we just mowed you'd want that for.
You'd be done in like a few seconds.
Or maybe you do, I don't know. I'm actually really proud of how our farms have turned out on this map. I think, I mean, we started basically from scratch. We had very little to get started with. And
Right.
I think we've all done a really good job of putting all this together. I'm starting the mowing on Sharko's farm now, and I'm not going to get caveman crazy doing it. Just so you know, Sharko.
Okay. Green, you are in Discord. I do see your name there. You're, I think, Farmer.
I think his
Farmer
name is
Green, I
actually
think.
Graham.
Graham. Oh, sorry. Farmer Graham. That username just joined. So, if that's you, then yes, you are in the Discord.
Marissa plays. Hi, Marissa. How are you? Good to have you with us. I hope you're having a good weekend. We're in that interim phase where our crops are all growing and there's not that much to do right now, so we're getting our grass work done. We might actually end up in July.
Alive. Look, do you have any barley?
Unfortunately, no. I wish I would have planted one of those fields in barley instead of wheat, but there's no help for it now.
That was actually kind of cool. The conveyor even picked up the stuff that was off of my property in good ways.
Ooh.
Well, that's nice.
It,
Better than
remember
your
how some
windrower
of it
would
went,
have?
well, you remember how some of it kind of went under the road?
Yeah.
It picked the stuff up from under the road and put it back on my property.
Is that like being under the boardwalk?
I guess.
Oh, then don't bring that near my farm.
Why?
There's a lot of rocks underneath the road.
Bradley, it's a mower just like the one that I've got right here. But the front piece hooks directly in front of the back piece, and then you can hook up your tractor directly to the whole thing and run it on the front. That's what I'm looking for. I don't think it's out there yet. I haven't seen one yet. But Lifehawk seems to be becoming a bit of a mod encyclopedia himself these days. I'm sure if he'd seen one, he would have let me know by now.
Pretty sure he would have too.
Well, good, Marissa. Good. And you've only played 19 for a week, but just said, screw it, I'm going to shift right into FS22. Good for you, and I'm glad my videos were able to help you out. You're in good company because a lot of the folks in chat right now got started exactly the same way you did. The Ravenport walkthrough. It's a lovely, lovely June morning. Sometimes I think I play this game just to have good weather for a day. Although here in Nevada, it's actually, the mornings are very, very cold. Like around 20 degrees Fahrenheit, but by the time you get to the afternoon, it's in the 40s or 50s. And what I've seen is this next week we're going to be pushing into the 60s, so.
Oh, starting to warm up out there.
I was gonna say, it's about 20 here right now.
Celsius?
Fahrenheit. It's minus, I think, 4 Celsius. Let's say about, because I don't know I'm not very good at doing the conversions on the spot. But it is below freezing, but not dramatically below freezing.
It does, Graham. It doesn't like tick up or anything, but once you accept the rules, you've accepted the rules. It doesn't add a +1 or anything like that.
I think it's the blue one, not the green one, that she needs to click. Make sure you click the blue one.
Lifehawk, it's not the look of the mowers. I really don't care what they look like as long as they will hook up into one piece and I can attach them to the front of my tractor, which was very much an option in FS19, but I've not seen it yet for FS22. I know the Vicons won't do it. These won't do it. But the Pottingers in FS19 would do it.
And there was a modded Novacat that would do it.
Yeah, that's the one that I normally ran. Right.
I think that one also could attach the front too, I think. But it did not win row, I know that one.
Yeah, the base game one didn't win row. The modded one did.
Right.
Yeah.
I used to use that Novacat mod pack a lot. Redshift. Weren't you the one who was saying that Elmcreek feels a lot bigger than Ravenport on FS19 and that you couldn't find a field here that was comparable to Field 8 on Ravenport? I'd tell you to take a look at Field 70. I think Field 70 here on Elm Creek would give Field 8 on Ravenport a run for its money.
Yeah. 68 I'd say is also close too.
I haven't tried the fella since FS19 Bradley, but it does not have the mower I'm looking for either. It actually only has a side mower. It doesn't have a butterfly mower like this. What elevation am I at in Nevada? I'm at about 4,500 feet.
Where do you want these, caveman? Over where they normally go?
Yeah, over where they normally go is fine.
Somewhere between 4,000 and 4,500 feet elevation here. Marvin Wise, how you doing, bud? Good to have you with us. Yeah, as long as you can see all the channels and everything, Graham, you should be good to go. Otherwise, you won't be able to go into any of the other channels. And once you accept the rules, everything should open up for you. What are you guys doing on Caveman's farm? I expected you guys to be bailing over here by now.
I'm headed down there.
So I just dropped off his bales. Now just parking his bale trailer.
Good money on contracts in Ravenport, but not worth your time in Elm Creek? I don't know. We've seen some pretty sizable contracts here on Elm Creek.
I was gonna say, I think the difference is the seasons. I think that's the big difference.
Probably. If you're playing seasons, that makes a big difference, yeah.
Because on Ravenport, you can get harvesting contracts and spraying contracts and planting all at once.
Oh, just getting home from work. That always makes your day a little brighter, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fertilizer and spraying contracts on Elm Creek have been pretty lucrative. You just don't see them as often because of the seasonal thing. And that was true in regular seasons also. Or in seasons on FS19, the mod version. Oh yeah, yeah, Marvin. I definitely need some good vibes. And I think I said that repeatedly during that stream. It's been a rough, rough weekend. I needed positive, happy vibes. Wow, Marvin, very nice. You must be serving at a pretty respectable restaurant. Good for you, brother. That is awesome. 6 hours.
That is, yeah.
This was supposed to be all silage, right, Sharko?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, he was just complaining about his sheep not having food.
Well, I was gonna say just make the smaller field if you cut that one. Just use that one and 2 grass bales.
I'm going to cut the smaller field the way you used to cut caveman's smaller field. Now you're in trouble.
Oh no. Well, time to get a forage wagon.
That's some pretty respectable waitering. Oh, Waffle House! You're making that at Waffle House. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against Waffle House.
Wow.
I love a good Waffle House.
Yeah.
You think you think because of the current economic situation, based on the situation that cannot be named, that people are feeling more generous toward service staff, that kind of thing?
I'd buy that. I would.
Yeah.
Paul, I cannot begin to express how sorry I am, man. I think you should be with your family, man. I think you should be with your support network right now, my friend.
Yeah.
That is horrible. Don't even worry about the stream. Go spend time with your loved ones, brother. I can't express to you how sorry I am that you've had to experience that tragedy. That has to be one of the most difficult things I've heard anybody express on the channel so far, and I am so very sorry, my friend.
Ah, the other one's open. Marvin says. That makes actually a bit of sense. But that's still really good, I'd say.
It is still really good.
Yeah, there's nothing we can say that's ever going to appease what you're going through. All that we can really express is that that we're here for you, and nothing is ever going to make it any easier. Maybe just some good entertaining farm sim is what he needs right now to distract him. I don't know. I wouldn't presume to know, but you decide what's best for you, Paul. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but we do appreciate you being here, and if there's anything we can do, please let us know.
Yes, please do.
Juliana, how are you?
Hello.
Back with us from South Africa. Good to see you again, my dear. Well, I'm sorry about your dog, Bradley.
Sorry about your dog.
Is it just me, or does anyone else feel like the bale trailer just loads them randomly? The bales.
Uh, I don't know. I haven't used mine enough to tell you.
Wait, what?
Like the way the bale trailer loads, it will it'll just randomly choose a side for it to load on.
Oh, so there's no logical order to what it's doing.
No, it doesn't feel like it at least.
I wouldn't know. I haven't used mine enough to pay close enough attention to figure it out.
Oh, how are you doing, Juliana? Are you having a good weekend? I hope so. I guess when I get this done, then I will go mow my grass, even though I don't have anywhere to put it at the moment.
I can run my conveyors down there, or me and Sharko can run my conveyors down there, and then the semi as well. You can unload it.
Yeah, we can do that. Except I don't have anywhere to put it. That's the problem.
I mean, there always is the train silo.
Oh, that's true.
I don't think it'll hold all of it, but it might hold some of it. Or, worst case scenario, if need be, because the train silo is, per farm, we could always, all of us, store part of it in a train silo for you if need be.
Well, so far
we'll know it's yours.
So far we don't have to worry about that yet, because the train silo holds 500,000 liters. I don't have that much just yet, so we're at least okay there.
I also didn't know how much other stuff you had in it.
I don't think I've got anything in there.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
Do I? I don't think so. No Man's Land has a big update coming. If I had to guess, it's going to be Alien Gems Placeable Pack.
Probably.
Marvin's been playing No Man's Land. Very nice. Lee, how are you doing? Lee has been very, very busy on the members dedicated server. He's built up quite a farm for himself. We need to go visit that one of these days.
Yes, we do.
Oh, we hear about that garbage all the time, Bradley. I don't eat Happy Meals, so I think I'm safe. I haven't eaten Happy Meals in about 50 years. $5 million loan on No Man's Land? Wow. And Juliana played for six hours with her husband, Mr. Farmer. That's pretty cool, though. That you're getting family time on that. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
It is. I was gonna say there is an update for the game coming out that will apparently add new vehicles.
It'll bring back vehicles we had in FS19.
They posted a few of them. I don't know if that's all of them or if they're going to post more. But it looks like they put the ideal harvester back in there. I don't know if that's the bigger one.
Oh, the smaller Fent ideal. I think it's like a 12,000 liter or something like that. 10,000. Yeah, it's the mid-size version.
Slope compensation. Don't know what that means, but apparently it's slope compensation.
Where did that come from?
It's on the fact sheet.
Oh.
Basically, it means it's got a header that the header will kind of float on it.
It'll tilt
So
if it needs to.
Yeah. Yeah. The header will tilt a little bit if it needs to.
Rob, are you telling us we need to move on from this map? Is that what you're saying? You need a map update? Rob thinks we need a map update for the stream.
I was just say we have an idea right now.
We do. We've already discussed where we're going when we move on from this one. I think I should have put the case on the tractors and the Fent on this. Oh well.
Are you?
I'm auger wagoning silage out of the bunker.
Oh.
But that's going to take for bloody ever.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet, Rob. Not yet. We got to keep a few things a little bit close to the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Ben can't wait for family time with Harv. Be careful what you wish for. That's up to you, Graham. Does he need the Discord app on his Xbox? I don't think so.
No, you don't. Not to join like or to talk or us. Don't have to.
No, I don't think you need the Discord app. To be honest with you, I don't know how the Discord app works on console.
Yeah, I don't know how it works on console either.
John Cox, welcome to the stream. And did you guys start a worker or?
No.
Okay. It is my worker, and for some reason he thinks he's done mowing my grass, which is ridiculous. He did one pass. That's it, and decided he was done.
I sent my semi down there with the trailer.
This is weird.
Yeah, I've had that issue too before.
He like mowed a foot
Bits.
on the end of the field. That is very strange. All right, this is what I'm going to do.
I've
That's
had
what it was
that
doing
issue.
for me when I was told it came in field when I was doing it all myself that day. The worker's like, nope, not gonna plow this.
Paul, the drive laner is for creating tram lines. That's the whole purpose of it. You know, in the real world, farmers would leave tram lines in their fields so that they could pull equipment through the field without destroying crop along the way, and so they would always know the exact width that they wanted to use or that they were able to use based on the tram line setting on their seeder. So when you run a seeder and tell it to create tram lines, that's what it's doing. It's leaving those rows in so that you've got basically lanes through your field where you know where to run your additional equipment through. Peter Tutton, welcome to the stream. Good to have you with us, man. Thank you for dropping in. Oh, look at that. We got 35 people. Very nice crowd on a Sunday afternoon.
Let me go ahead and switch over to grass, Sharko.
You can just do the rest of this silage, this field.
Okay.
I'll get another harvest off this field before winter.
Okay.
Yeah, Marvin, at some point, I do plan to do that. At least I think that's what I'm going to do.
I tried it.
Right now, things are just a little bit up in the air because I got word this week that over the next few weeks I could end up traveling for my job quite a bit. So I won't have access to everything that I would normally have access to as far as video making. Even streaming might be down for a little bit just because of, obviously, I need to focus on my job.
Sharko, you want to go ahead and do the baling while I go taking, help Harv get this out of his silo because it's gonna take him hours.
Yeah, I can do that.
And I managed to get stuck already. You want to come and bash me? I am very stuck. Whoa, whoa. That did not unstick me.
You said bash you. It did unstick you.
Apparently it did. That was a good bashing. Now I'm stuck again, though. There's no reason for me to be stuck, but I'm stuck.
No, you probably high-centered something.
You need the fent?
No, he's stuck on nothing.
Yeah, I'm stuck on absolutely nothing.
And that's why I was working on getting you the conveyors down here.
I just started Pacific Northwest on 19 and have the problem where workers will only do one strip and stop. Yeah, I hate when the crap like that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I need to back out from now on. That's all there is to it. Silage is heavy, by the way.
Is it?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
silage is heavy.
Bashing you is what X's are for? Probably. That seems reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Graham, you play on console, so Bex mods aren't going to be available to you. They're all PC only. But if you'd like to join her Discord, please, by all means, be my guest. The construction map is probably very unlikely, Paul, to be completely honest. I don't see us playing that one. I don't have any plans to play it. More X's than a dictionary. Wow. That's a lot of X's.
That is a lot of X's.
That is.
Next thing you're going to say is all of them live in Texas now.
Right. FT, what's up? Just a little more farm sim, trying to deal with some grass so we can get into July. Because we're at that stage of the year where there's a bunch of stuff that's almost ready, but it's not really ready. And yeah, we'll be finding some alternative methods to unload this silo. Right now is when we've got Beck's bunker, now we need Beck's bunker buster.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on the conveyor belt. I've got one belt down here.
But wait, there's more.
Right?
Because there's always more. I don't think the game keeps track of what field you got your bale off of. All it cares about is that you're turning in cotton. And
Yeah.
and were you did the both contracts have to deliver to the same place? Probably. Which
And it
means,
probably only chose the one first.
yeah. Come on, Case. Come on.
You bringing this? Come on.
So, this is a good way to empty a small bunker silo. Not the best way to empty a large bunker silo. Like, it works great on Hope Baileron because I just have a small one. But obviously you can tell this is a very slow and tedious way to do anything on a big one.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
I was thinking the same thing, Robert. I hope there's no child support involved in all those X's. Collected the contract for what I thought was the bale. I delivered it wasn't. I found the other bale sitting on the road. When I went to load it, the bale trailer of the game flipped. I've had that happen before, not with cotton bales, but I have I have had a bale just flip me out completely.
Mm-hmm.
Marissa, you have to stop all of that adulting now. Adulting is way overrated. And it's hard. Adulting is hard.
It is.
Yes,
is.
it is.
Oh, Chris, we're in June, which means we're like between crops and whatnot. So basically, what we're doing is catching up on some grass work since it came ready, and it's really the only work we have available to us right now. I don't think my cows are going to starve.
If your cows starve, we've got bigger issues to worry about, right?
Right?
Uh-huh.
I may not give them the best feed all the time, but I could always be giving them all the silage they can stomach. The wife just zapped by Dances with Wolves. What? All right, Paul, take care, man.
Take care.
Take care, and you're in our thoughts and prayers, man.
Mm-hmm.
13 guinea pigs. Wow, Marissa, you really love guinea pigs.
That's a lot of guinea pigs.
That is a lot of guinea pigs. Rob has 5.
Okay. Oh. Figured out why I couldn't move the big conveyor with the truck.
Why is that?
Because it no longer attaches the way it used to. Now it attaches with a drawbar and a 2-point hitch.
Well, that wasn't very nice of them to change that on you. By the time you get it over here, I'll have this silo emptied. Nah, because I'm stuck again. I'm going to end up stuck again. Not stuck yet. Not completely. Alright, come on. Let's just pull out of here. Pull, 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 pull. Come on, Case. You got this. You got this. You got this. Ha ha. Tractor, the ultimate off-road vehicle.
you've got to be.
Chris is going for sugar cane also.
Nice.
More power to you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did, Bradley, but um, I don't share information like that. That's personal type stuff that if he wants people to know, he will let them know. And while I realize he made it public by going on Discord, um, that doesn't mean I'm going to repeat it. It's his information to share, so that's where we will leave that. But I do wish him the best of luck, obviously.
And you're not baling that grass, right, Harv?
No.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Forward, reverse, forward. Yeah, a lot of that going on with all that snow that's been falling lately.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking about turning it into hay, but now that I think about it, I'm sure I've got plenty of cattle feed right now, so I'm not going to turn it into hay. Sugar for your production plant. I gotcha.
Makes sense. You don't need to go as big as Caveman did.
Oh, no. I went insanely large.
No.
Also, at least maybe multiplayer, but we did find or we were having issues with the self-propelled one.
The only reason we were having issues with the self-propelled one, though, to be honest, is because we were running it at warp speed. I was using the real speed mod to run it faster than it was supposed to, and I'm sure that's what was causing our problem.
Well, I know I was having issues. It was like pausing, then shooting out, but I thought that's what it was doing until you guys said it was not the same with the smaller one.
Saw that coming.
Yeah, I use a tractor to plow the snow off my driveway.
I see what's happening here. Really? There you go. Hercules type action for the win. There's that one little bump in the middle. That's what keeps hanging me up, I think. That I just rolled over again.
Yep, I see the little, there's an extra, like, tall part right there in the middle.
I love them, but I can't stand to see them sit in shelters. That's how I got the last 2 months. And when she got passed up, yeah, that happens a lot with animals. People want the babies and don't go for the adults. That's a shame because there's some really quality animals out there that just because they're older, everybody wants the cute little puppy or the cute little kitten or whatever, and they don't adopt the older dogs or cats or apparently guinea pigs as well. I didn't really think that happened with rodents, but apparently it does. Makes sense though.
That's
Yeah,
a
it
new
does.
one on me.
I guess it's a good thing it doesn't happen with fish. Or maybe it does.
Maybe.
Are baby fish cute?
I mean,
Was Nemo cuter than Marlin?
That is a fair question. I would have to say yes.
Should I do 2 small fields or 1 big field? I would do 2 small fields, Chris.
Are we still talking about the sugarcane?
I believe he is talking about sugarcane. H.M. Jonesy, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Glad to have you with us.
You maybe need 1/4 the size of Caveman's field to do any huge amounts of sugarcane.
That's what I'm saying.
Realistically, you only need about 1 acre to 2 acres total. That's it.
Not the 10 Caveman has.
It's not quite 10. It's 9.7 something.
Honestly, between all the sorghum and wheat that I have planted, it's going to be way more than my flour mill can process. Take care, Juliana. Have a great day. Thank you for joining us. We will see you soon.
Day.
See, that happens too a lot, Wet Coaster. In fact, it's such a problem in Florida that there's a serious issue with the fact that non-native snakes like boa constrictors and whatnot have been released into the wild, and it's causing a major issue with other wildlife now. Oh, that's interesting, Rob. Good to know. Adult fish are more expensive and usually better looking. Okay.
For the opposite reason. They're cheaper.
I'm not gonna waste. Well, is your trailer full yet, Caveman, or?
No, it's not full.
Oh, okay.
It's still filling.
Do you have enough to get the rest of what's in there?
That I couldn't tell you. I'm not in the truck. I'm in the conveyor.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll go
nope.
start collecting grass. He
I'll
doesn't
tell you right
have
now,
room?
it's definitely not going to be filled. You'll have to do at least 1 pass because the trailer's basically full.
Marvin. Your dad came home with 32 chicks to sell the eggs and didn't realize he'd bought roosters as well. Well, since we don't have room there, then I'm gonna see what I can do about getting the rest of this out so I can start collecting the grass.
If you wanted to pull under this, it's still got some on it, so.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'll drive this over to there for you so you can unload it.
Almost empty. Bunnies are a big problem at the University of Victoria. People get them for company, then release them at the... Yeah. That happens a lot with dogs and cats and college students. Is that it?
Yeah, because it's not picking up that little bit right there, and it's telling me there's 0% in here.
I'm going to swing through just to see if this will grab it, and if it doesn't, then we know we're done. Shoot, I still might be selling off a bunch of silage come January.
The truck's parked up at the silo.
Okay, it did slurp that up, so
Okay.
That's interesting. Sometimes I don't like these turning wheel axle trailers because they swing so hard they'll jam you up against stuff.
Yep, I don't like them much either.
Well, I hope you cleared the silo so I can get in and tip the last of this silage in there.
Oh yeah.
Marvin. And he didn't even know how you could tell that he was buying roosters. That's funny. I mean, I can't say that I could tell, but I'm certainly glad somebody can.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Are roosters necessary? Are you asking about in real life or in the game?
In the game, roosters are most certainly not necessary. In real life, yes. If you want chicks, they are. If you don't, then no.
Yeah, in the game it doesn't really matter, but I've heard some people claim that if you have at least one, then the production rate goes up for reproduction.
Really?
I've heard some people claim that, but I haven't seen any definitive proof
But
on
if you
whether
buy,
it really makes a difference or not.
well, you'll know as soon as you buy a bunch of females, ones if the production bar is full. If it's full, then you don't need to.
He bought mountain goats, which was fine because they were mowing the grass for you. That's awesome.
Well, my parents have thought about doing that, buying goats just to cut the grass for us.
That's what Clarkson did on Clarkson's farm.
Mm-hmm.
He bought sheep
Oh.
just to mow his grass.
If you want to tip that silage in, I'll take over and do your collection for you, Hard.
Oh, you can't tip it in? Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
sitting over there though.
Oh, I'm going the wrong direction.
I'm surprised how clean you keep these glass walls.
I know, right? It's like there's almost never been anything wet up against them at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this could get ugly. This is a tipper in a very, very tight place. Watch me start bouncing off the ceiling and the floor. Or is there no collisions in here? I guess there's no collisions.
I don't think there's a collision to those beams, but I think the roof has a collision.
I don't exactly know where the collisions are on it.
Yeah, Chris, that's true. There are people out there who are paid to, and I actually think they have some kind of almost like a hunting contest for boa constrictors now.
Charco, if you're not busy, there's some stuff over here the worker didn't get cut. Do you want to finish cutting that, please?
Yep, I can do that.
I got it. I'm already here on the tractor.
Oh. Explains why I couldn't tap to it.
Well, who didn't use the binoculars to watch the cheerleaders, Bradley? That seems pretty normal to me.
Yeah, that does seem pretty normal.
That's what I would have been doing. Almost done. And we knocked this grass out in quite a hurry.
Mm-hmm. That we did.
Oh yeah. And this is going for silage again.
Yep. If I need hay throughout the year, I still have plenty of opportunity to make some.
Okay.
Okay. That's all the mowing that's going to happen.
Uh-huh. I don't even feel like rolling my grass field.
Nah, I'm probably just going to fertilize mine and be done with it. I appreciate the idea behind the rollers, but at this point,
That's almost like, yeah, I don't feel like rolling my fields.
my parents decided they wanted a small farm, and yet we were the ones out there with hoes and shovels and push tillers and planting. Well, yeah, that's what. I mean, don't you know that farmers have kids to help on the farm?
Mm-hmm.
That's not even an exaggeration. That's just kind of fact.
It's been like that for quite some time, yeah, like...
Oh, Marissa, I totally understand where you're coming from on that. I would be really paranoid about leaving my pet out in Florida also because of the big snakes and alligators. If I ever went to Australia, and God knows I would love to go to Australia, I would need like a permanent local tour guide just to make sure that I didn't accidentally pick up a poisonous spider or, you know,
I was
like
just saying...
Australia has such a reputation for unfriendly, hostile creatures. Let's put it that
Uh-huh.
way. That I'd be paranoid the whole time.
I was gonna say my dad, well, the first my dad went to Florida, he was golfing, and he hit a ball into one of the ponds. He just walked right into the pond and grabbed it, not thinking of anything about it. And everyone's there just like staring at him. You know, like he got out and he asked, why are you guys like go staring at me? He goes, because there's crocodiles in there, and he just walked in there.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, I would not have done that if I realized that, but it was the first time he ever went to Florida, so he wasn't thinking it.
Bradley, I have not installed the Fella Grassland Pack on FS22.
I haven't either.
And it's the wrong, it's not the type of mower that I'm looking for. I guess I'll go start compacting. Yay.
Basically rain spiders. Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, that's not any. There are spiders that will cast a web that acts like a sail, and they will start floating so that they can travel around. That's no exaggeration. That's an actual spider.
There's a $15,000 fertilizing contract. Or
There-
15,000.
Is there?
Yeah.
It won't be hard to compact this little bit that's in here. I should be able to keep up with you, caveman.
Should be able to. But
Raoul 711. John Deere or Kloss? Absolutely Kloss every time. Twice on Sunday. But neither if I have the choice to pick Fendt. Fendt 1050. There is no substitute. My husband says there used to be some rattlesnakes in the empty lot next door, but luckily we have only found garden snakes and some black rattle. Are there rattlesnakes in Florida? I know there are plenty of rattlesnakes in Nevada and Idaho.
I'm pretty sure there's rattlesnakes of some sort in Florida.
Yeah, I'm sure there are too.
I know in the mountains of Virginia, there's something known as a black timber rattler. They're 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 pretty dangerous.
My game just crashed.
That's not good.
No, it's not good.
I don't know what happened, but the game completely crashed.
And your tractor's just driving off by itself then.
Probably. I'll be back in a flash.
Harv's still in it on my screen. Oh no, Harv's in. Yeah.
Oh, well, here we go. I'm trying to work my way back in.
It's your tractor's flipped upside down.
I see that.
You can make fun of our cold, but no one dies from being bitten by some snow. I beg to differ. Have you not heard of frostbite? And yes, frostbite can kill you.
Yes, my mom has frostbite. And it's not good.
Yeah, frostbite's not good. Well, you got your game back up and running, I see.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking that way. Keep your fingers crossed. I say that too much. Keep your fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed. Stuck in Caveman's greenhouse. Now I guess I have to go find my tractor.
It drove off straight line.
Harv shortcode his tractor.
I didn't do anything. I wasn't in it at the time.
On my screen you were in it, just sitting upside down.
Well, you missed Harv's game crash, and that hasn't happened to me in ages, but it just did a hard crash, and my tractor drove off into oblivion, apparently. Yeah, frostbite is nasty business. Let's talk about something happier. We've done.
Apparently, the fact that you have the strength to pick up your tractor and rotate it around.
That's right.
Yeah.
There are times when super strength is absolutely necessary. This was one of those times. Because it wasn't my fault my tractor was upside down. Although I still have to pay the repair bill on that crap.
No, at least it wasn't me. You think if I tell the insurance
right.
it was me.
You're right. At least it wasn't Sharko this time.
Oh, that's a good point, Marissa. That's a good point. Yeah, when you have low-grade frostbite, it is painful to thaw back out again. And yeah, it wasn't. So you can hashtag BH. Better than hashtag BM. Roll 19 or 22. 22 simply because it's newer and different. I've played over 3,000 hours of FS19. But honestly, I think either is a fantastic choice. If you have not played the series before, you might as well get 19 cheap and see if you like it before you dive into the more expensive FS22. Plus, to be fair, even though we do have a lot of mods available right now, FS19 still has a lot more mods available, especially when it comes to maps. And that does make a big, big difference. Although we are getting a significant number of maps now. Slowly but surely.
I didn't touch the tractor.
And Bradley asked about, we have seen Yukon, but we've played Yukon, so I don't know that we're going to be playing it again. Even though it was on FS19. I've never quite understood how, I mean, I know people fall in love with maps and they just want to play them over and over again, which is great. I mean, if that's your thing. But for me, once I've done a map, I kind of don't want to go back to it again. I mean, I might revisit my farm or whatnot just to see. Or, you know, remember it, that kind of thing. But, you know, playing Yukon again just because it's on 22... I struggle to find the joy in that.
The map is actually quite a bit different. But
is it? I guess to be fair, I should check it out before I make a judgment call on that, shouldn't I?
I'm not saying I'd go back to it, but it is different. Like, there's no big lake now. It's just a single river. So.
You got rid of the lake?
Yeah. I think they also got rid of the town, but I'm not sure about that, or if they moved it.
Did you want to let people know about your auto load trailers and Mod Hub, Caveman, or you still playing that one a little bit closer to the chest?
The fact that they got denied on Mod Hub because of another one being already there.
Yeah.
Or something similar being already there.
Right.
Oh.
So Caveman did get word from Giants. His auto load trailers were not accepted because somebody beat him to the punch. A similar pack apparently got offered to Mod Hub before his. They weren't rejected because of any failures in the mod whatsoever. It was just they didn't want to put the same pack up twice, and I'm going to assume that Giants were very fair and gave it to the first person to submit.
Oh, I will say they had to have given it to the first person to submit because after I got the thing the next day, there was a pack released on Mod Hub itself.
It was.
So.
Well, Sprue, I'm glad you stopped in for a minute anyway. I hope you're feeling better soon, bud.
Yeah, feel better soon.
I'm trying to do what you do, Caveman, and get this all nice and smooth as a baby's bottom. Okay, maybe.
You actually have the patience to do that?
Well, I'm just waiting for you to bring more grass, and we don't have anything else to do at the moment, so. Yes, Marvin, his mods are available. He has an itch.io site, which is where he uploads them first, and then he also uploads his mods to Mod Network.
Yes, and then if they would be compatible for console, they get sent to Giants. So
I take it that's the last of the grass, huh?
Though. Yes, that is the last of the grass.
Hallelujah.
So does Giants choose if it's PC only or if it's console too?
Yes, Giants makes that call, but 9 times out of 10, it boils down to whether or not there's anything that would prevent it from going to console.
Like a scripting issue.
Yeah, scripting issue. file sizes being too large for certain things, poorly optimized. There's like, you know, a big old heaping barrel full of reasons why they could fail it from console.
Okay, I have never seen a bunker silo do that before, and that was cool. Did you guys catch that? It actually blanketed in a blanket-like fashion. It didn't just automatically appear. Like, from where I told it to blanket, it worked its way out to the end of the silo.
It did not say that. I didn't see that. Let me just check the stream here real quick. See what it does on the stream.
It was very, very
quick. I want to see that. Well, if it was really quick, I can't play back at a slower speed right now because I did see it though.
Oh, it did. Yeah.
Quick, but that's cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. All right, where do we stand here, guys?
On top of my tractor.
I mean, the only thing left to do is what, roll grass fields or fertilize them, whichever one we're gonna do.
Yep.
And then it's also 4, so.
Yeah, it's 4. Whoa.
I'm standing on glass.
Well, don't break it.
I'm not in a tractor, so.
But
I think I can break
you're Sharko.
Yeah, that's true. I'd find a way. That's true.
Oh, I just tried to Sharko that trailer.
There must have been a conflict then, Marvin. That happens.
Just had an issue in FS22. I had 2 mods for Mod Hub with player position saver, and it crashed my game. That happens frequently. You don't want to run 2 of the same mods that do have the same function.
No, you really don't.
The player position saver, Bradley, absolutely could be affecting your sleep trigger.
Yes, it very well could be.
To be honest, any mod.
True.
At least in 22, we've seen some weird things with some mods.
Now, as I always say, it's your game, play it your way. I've never felt a need for a player position saver. But some people do, so it is what it is. Mr. Swede, how are you doing, my friend? How is the wild world of Scandinavia? Caveman Chris would like to know how you look up your mods.
How do you look up my mods?
Well, they are all linked in the Harvest World Discord for starters.
Yes, they are. That's honestly where I would start. Is I just go through the link in the Discord. Be 100% honest with you, I'm not exactly sure on how you're supposed to look up stuff on itch.io, but apparently there's a way. I'm just not very familiar with it.
Where there's a will.
There's a way.
But for Mod Network, you could always just search Caveman Customs. After you've, of course, gone to FS22's portion.
Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. We have. At least I think we have. We got a little bit done today. We didn't quite make it to July, but we got close. We're very close to moving on.
We're getting pretty close.
Valentin, welcome to the stream just in time for us to call it a day. Any final thoughts or words, Sharko, Caveman, anyone?
See you Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, hopefully we'll see y'all back here on Wednesday.
We'll be back for more Elmcreek. And we are thinking about what our next destination will be. Anyway, as always, we very much appreciate you coming along for the ride. And until next time, take care.